Hi guys, it's me, it's Tiffany. You're here for Tiffany's Epiphanies. So I'm going to read this from a sheet today. I don't normally read from a sheet, but today I want to make sure that all of these words are said exactly the way that I'm intending them to be. Make no mistake, I believe in God. What I believe God is may be different than you, and that's okay. God seems to be a loaded word these days, with so much attachment to the meaning of that word that people don't want to say it in fear of being judged or misunderstood. God is simply a word we made up to describe an omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent being, so detailed and intricate we spend hours trying to label and understand its greatness. We spend days trying to make sense of it in our own lives, and we spend years trying to prove it with science. I will start with my favorite Sufi quote. God has 1,000 names and he answers to every single one of them. I believe God is the creator of all things. They are source energy, where all things come from and go back into in the cycle of life. That while energy cannot be created or destroyed, it simply changes forms. They are the balance of shadow and light within all. I believe God is the consciousness in and of all things. I believe there is nothing outside of God, that essentially we are all living in the mind of God, playing out story after story as the thoughts of God, the Almighty, all-powerful, where there are no limitations other than those we place upon ourselves. It is our journey to see God within ourselves, to release the restrictions and judgments we choose to view our experience through. In that, there is great freedom, knowing our truth and living in our sovereignty. I see God in everything before me. I see God in you. I see God in me. I see that we are each reflections of a perfect creation, that we are each one unique aspect of an infinite being, ever changing and expanding. There will never be two the same. We are like snowflakes in the eyes of God. I see God when I look in the eyes of my children. I see God when I'm at the beach and I look out on the horizon, hearing the crashing waves and smelling the salt air. I see God when I gaze up at the stars and try to grasp how infinite space truly is. I see God when I glimpse animals in their natural state, deer wandering in the forest, birds playing in the sky, squirrels running through the trees. I feel God when I'm singing while I water my plants. I feel God's unconditional love when I'm hugging my dogs. I feel God when I'm dancing and every part of my body moves in an unexplainable flow, expressing the truth of who I am. I feel God when the wind blows gently across my face and I smell the version of whatever season it is. When I hear children's laughter, I know God is near. When I taste things that are so delicious it makes my head explode in gratitude for those who prepared it, I know God is there. In every moment of joy and celebration, God is here. There are a million ways to experience God, and each one of them is right. I see, feel, hear, smell, and taste God all around us all the time. I believe we are each created perfectly, exactly as we were meant to be. I believe that God doesn't make mistakes, least of all with you. I believe in a loving being that doesn't judge. They only guide you towards your highest expression. A God that gently leads you and gives you signs to walk in the right direction. Sometimes, if you are not listening, God will be forceful, but in a loving way that is truly for your best. Now, this doesn't mean that I think my God is the only God to believe in, or that my idea of God is right and all other gods are wrong. I believe in all the gods. I believe that every God you choose to believe in is the right one for you, that it doesn't matter which path you take, only that you make it there. That although it appears as though we believe in different things, if you go back far enough deep within your own self, you will find that it is all the same. I believe in oneness. I believe we are all one, that we are refractions of the same light split into infinite expressions, waiting to shine in the truth of that oneness. I believe that we are all talking about the same thing, that in the end, no matter what or who you believe in, it all comes back to the same source, divine source, a God of infinite possibilities, a God of unity and unconditional love, a God who is constantly seeking itself within each one of us. And I will repeat, God has 1,000 names, and he answers to every single one of them. Thank you so much for joining me. I would love for you to like, subscribe, and share my videos. You're the best. I want to see you shine in your light, baby.